In 2006, my parents told my 3 siblings and I to come downstairs and sit on the couch. I thought that this was strange at the time, but I went along with it and followed my siblings to the living room. My parents then explained that they decided to get a divorce. This event has had the biggest impact on my life. I chose this event because it has greatly shaped me and had a large impact on my childhood. I think that the 3 main reasons that their divorce has shaped me is because it has given me the opportunity to have a blended family. I've learned how to embrace change, and I've also learned how to devote time to see others. First, I was given the chance to have a blended family. At first, it was extremely challenging for me to see my parents separated and living in 2 different places. After a couple years, they began to date other people, which was another challenge for me. Eventually, both of my parents got remarried. I was very frustrated and angry with my parents because I could not get the idea out of my head that eventually they would get back together. After many years, I realized that I needed to let go of this frustration and be happy for my parents. I always assumed that my stepmom and stepdad were just trying to control me and boss me around all the time, but I realized that I was gifted with 2 more people in my life that care for me and want the best for me. It was very difficult for me to think of it in this way. Second, I learned how to embrace change. Having to live in 2 different places as a kid was a huge change for me. I was used to always being in one house with both of my parents. Having to drive 30 minutes right after school every other day and every other weekend was different for me. I was annoyed that I had to leave half of my closet at my mom's house and half of my closet at my dad's apartment. It seemed like a lot of work having to bring my things back and forth from each place. After doing it for a few years, it felt normal to me, and I was able to adapt to this big change in my life. I think that this has helped me adapt to other major and minor changes that I've had to experience throughout my life. Third, I learned how to devote time in my schedule to see other people. I was forced to learn how to schedule time throughout my week to see both of my parents. There were specific days that I would go to my dad's apartment, and then there were specific days that I would stay at my mom's house. Although this was not ideal at the time, it has improved my time management skills in planning out my schedule for each week. I've learned how to make time for certain things that are the most important to me. Because I was forced to do this at such a young age, it's not very hard for me to manage my time now. Having the opportunity to have a blended family, learning how to embrace change, and learning how to devote my time and my schedule are the 3 main reasons that the divorce of my parents has shaped me into who I am today. I've learned many different things from this life event, and I'm grateful for the opportunities that their divorce has given me.